Man. I just want to do a little video, man, real quick. Cause man, I was just watching, I came across this video on my feed with Steve Smith and Roman Harper. They was talking about that famous fight that they had. Now what's crazy, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I feel like, not to say that I'm better than my age group, but I was blessed growing up in an athlete's home. Now, I wasn't an athlete myself. I played basketball a lot growing outside this shit, but my sister, she was the athlete and shit. And my pops, he always loved watching sports on TV and other than a lot of, whatever we had to watch on TV, that's what we had to watch. Whether it was NFL, Law and Order, what was the name of that hospital show? The Young and Restless. My pops used to love watching that shit. Golden Girls. That's what I'm saying. Like, all this shit, like this some shit that you would hear from like motherfuckers, early '90s babies, '80s babies. This is shit that you'll hear from them. But I was brought up on a lot of that shit. You feel me? I'm a late Gen Zer. I'm pretty much am like 99 baby. So I was brought up in the world before social media, but man, just speaking on having to watch everything on TV, I was so graceful to witness the mid, I'm gonna say like the mid 2000s, because that's when I really started like really watching like football and sports and shit. I always played like sports games like Madden, and I started off on NBA Street. Like, it was crazy. I started playing 2K, like really getting good at 2K, like 2K10. But like, I always played like NBA Street because I had to graduate from somewhere. You get what I'm saying? Like, I had to, before I went to the big leagues, I had to graduate from NBA Street because I couldn't play with my cousins and sisters and all of them because they would have ran me off the sticks. They would have ran me clean off that bitch. So I had to start from somewhere. So I was always a sports head, even though I always played like Halo, Call of Duty, True Crime, Max Payne, and all that other shit, bro. I always went to NBA Street and played sports games. So, I knew it was going to come to a certain point that I was going to come around and play 2K and Madden and all of that shit, man. But, just getting a little sidetracked, man. But, just shout out to my pops, man, for making me witness greatness. Cause I really miss like the mid part of 2000s and going into the 2010s, bro. Like, I miss Steven Jackson, bro. Like, I miss Adrian Peterson, bro. I miss that. I got an AP jersey in my closet. Matter of fact, I got an AP jersey back at home in my closet and shit, bro. That I would never. I got rid of all my other clothes, but that jersey is still that jersey in my Mike Bibby, Vancouver's Grizzly jersey. Them jerseys always gonna stay there. But man, like, cause I was a big AP fan and Frank Gore. Quick little story time. I had to choose between out of what team I was gonna be a fan of, and I ended up going to my favorite color, red, and I liked the jerseys of the 49ers. Not saying that the Vikings got ugly jerseys. Like, Reebok jerseys are so hard, bro. And I got the Reebok Adrian Peterson jersey, the silk, nice. Oh my God, like, oh man, the jerseys had so much swagger back then, bro. Like, the jerseys. Man, I miss when Reebok was making jerseys, bro. I miss all that shit. As you can see, man, like, just the aesthetic, the way that the game was played, you could have hit everybody. Like, I know that, Will Smith, and I'm glad he came out with the movie Concussion, but, it was a gift and a curse. I kind of wish Concussion ain't come out because we ain't got no hard hitting safeties no more. Like, bro, I just miss motherfucking Brian Dawkins just flying across the light. Ain't nobody, like, bro, that's what I'm saying, like, in the 2000s, like, you couldn't, like, bro, we wasn't having no little Tyreek Hills running drag routes, running crossing routes across the middle of the field. Like, bro, you knew you was going to get your mamas, like, knocked loose if you was running across that field on a slant route or a crossing route. You was going to get your motherfucking marbles knocked loose by either Brian Urlacher, Lance Briggs, Ray Lewis, T Sizzle, fucking Ed Reed, Rodney Harrison, Ryan Clark. I mean, bro, we just had so many fucking heavy hitters, bro. Like the defense, man. The defense, bro. Defense is not like how it is right now. Yeah, I know the schemes is more complex and it gotten better over time. You know, I understand that, but ain't like fucking what was that? Man, Cameron Wake. Who else, man? I'm trying to think of that old linebacker that was out of Miami, that was a headhunter as well, too, bro. Nigga was crazy as fuck. Like, I'm trying to think. I can't remember that bitch name, bro. But that nigga was knocking niggas shit loose, bro. Man, in Miami, some Miami people come across this video, some real true Miami Dolphins fans, bro. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But man, like, bro, just Ryan Clark, bro, just laying niggas out. Like, I miss that shit, man. I really do. And not only that, we had great defenses back then, like the Steelers with the 2000 Steelers with James Harrison and all of them boys, bro. Like they was really, they had niggas scared, bro. Like they had niggas scared, and that was like the 2.0 of the old Steelers defense from way back in the gap, like way back in the gap. Like it was like a little 2.0 to that shit, man. Like them balls are just flying everywhere, knocking heads off. But not only that, we had great defenses, bro. I mean, we had great offenses as well too. Like I mentioned, I already mentioned the running backs, Maurice Jones-Drew. Like I say, man, we had Maurice. This is the era that I pretty much came off of. Like, you feel me? Maurice. Like I say, Steven Jackson, Michael Turner. My God, bro. My God. Man, it was just, bro, the running backs were so stacked, bro. And then don't get me started on the quarterback play. Like, bro, the Tom Brady's, you had your pocket players, you had your Brady's, you had your Mannings. And this when they finally, like, this when they was at the peak of their careers, bro. Like, midway through the 2000s or going up to the 2010s. Like, when these dudes are starting to hit their fucking peak, bro. And it's like, man, like, you had to be like them. Like, you really had to be one of them guys to beat them type of defenses back then. You feel me? Because, like, my bad. Let me not forget about the cornerbacks that we had, man. Like Darrelle Revis, Champ Bailey. Who else did we have? D'Angelo Hall. Antonio Camari. DRC. Oh, my God, bro. Who else? Who else am I missing? Who else am I missing, bro? Ty Law. Bro, they just, the point of this video is they don't make them no more. I don't know where we went wrong. I don't know, they going to these prep schools or what, but the NBA and the NFL, stop going to these fucking prep schools, bro. Because all of our greatest players come from out the trenches. Ed Reed, out the trenches, bro. Ray Lewis done killed the nigga, done shot a nigga, sprayed this shit down, walked the nigga down, beat the case, was a killer on the field. Damn, they was taking souls out of niggas' bodies, bro. My dog Patrick Willis, the Smith bros. Like, I can't forget about the Smith bros on my team, bro. Like, I'm just going through a whole list of players. Like, dude, like, the NFL was just so graceful to watch. Like, it was so fun to watch when football was being played, not flags everywhere. I mean, football is still a violent sport, one of the most violent sports in the country. But everybody could tell you, bro, if you witnessed the 2000s to 2010s, bro, it ain't that era, like they say, the CTE era, that was a whole other era, bro. And I miss it so much, man. I really do, man. And like I say, you know, growing up, cause I watch a lot of Saints games. I don't know how I ain't become a Saints fan, cause when I couldn't watch my Niners, I had to watch the Saints, and I watched a whole lot of Drew Brees, a whole lot of Marcus Colston, a whole lot of Devin Henderson, bro, Jabari Greer, Roman Harper, dude, like, I watched a lot of these cats growing up, bro, a lot. And I just can't, because, you know, my memory going down a little bit, you know, as I get older and shit. Like, I can't really name a lot of like just a lot of not just the stars, but a lot of underrated players that was great in that era too, man. Like I said, man, like the quarterbacks that we had. I mean, we had, the cream of the crop was Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, and when Aaron Rodgers was coming into his own, that was our top QBs. Then we had my boy Vic. We had the new emergers, Cam Newton, RG3 Deluxe. We had the new generation coming in after the Vicks and the Vince Youngs and the Donovan McNabbs. Like, can't forget about them in the 2000 era. I'm just going off of the 2000s and the early part of 2010s. I'm just all over the place right now, but I'm just naming a lot of players that I was able to witness and that I really cherish, and I really cherish that game of football, bro. I miss it, bro. I really do. I miss the old NFL. I miss the old NBA. I just miss the old sports in general. And maybe I'm just an old head. I'm really not old. I'm 26, but maybe I'm just stuck in nostalgia factor. Maybe I'm just stuck in the past, bro. But they don't make them like them no more. They just don't. They don't make Steve Smith like Steve Smith. That's why I love Steve Smith. Like, he one of my favorite receivers of all time because he 5'8", playing in a big boys league, 5'9", and he dragging motherfucking cornerbacks and doing all kind of dragging safeties. He bullying them niggas, bro. Like, I'm straight up bulldog, bro. It's like they don't make Steve Smiths no more. They don't make Percy Harbors. They don't make the Mike Wallaces. They don't make the Chris Johnsons. They don't make the Steven Jackson, the Maurice Jones-Drew, the big backs. I miss the big backs era. I miss Jeremy Shockey. I miss a crazy-ass white boy like that. Why we ain't got Jeremy Shockey, bro? We ain't got no crazy-ass white boy like that no more, bro. For real. I miss Jeremy Shockey, bro. I miss that nigga. Yes. That's a nigga I pulled out of the woodworks. Y'all know about Jeremy Shockey, bro. Y'all know nothing about that nigga. Y'all know nothing about prime Jimmy Graham dunking the fucking pole. This nigga bent the fucking pole, bro. The goal post. He bent that shit. Y'all know nothing about the 2011, the 2010s tight end era. The king era of tight ends. I call it the king era of tight ends. Antonio Gates, Tony Gonzalez. He was even dominating at an old age in motherfucking Atlanta. We had Tony G, Rob, Aaron Hernandez, who else? Who else we had in that era, bro? That was cold. Who else we had in that era? Man, what was that bitch name? What was that bitch name? Jermichael Finley for Green Bay? What was that tight end that they had? I think it was Jermichael Finley, huh? That sounded like a tight end name. So I think it was Jermichael Finley. Or one of the tight ends that they had, bro. Like the underrated tight ends was cold. Vernon Davis. We had Vernon Davis, bro. Like, they don't make them like that no more, son. Man, the tight ends was stacked. The running backs were stacked. The quarterbacks were stacked. The linemen was stacked. I can't name the linemen. Shout out to all the linemen that played in that era. Oh, let me go back to the tight end. We had Jason Witten. Jason Witten was a dog, bro. Bro, like, I just miss it. I miss it, bro. And it's sad that sports don't feel the same no more. I used to get so excited getting ready for Sunday. Hell, when I was a kid, bro, I used to go in the yard with a football by myself, bro, throwing it up, acting like I'm a receiver, just throwing that bitch up. Commentating my own games, bro. Yeah, it's weird, but as kids, we do weird shit. But, bro, that's how excited I used to get for football, bro. I used to go in the backyard, just used to throw the football to myself. Used to do jukes. Used to try to juke like Reggie Bush. Used to try to move like Chris Johnson. Used to try to do shit like Adrian Peterson. Now, when I went to the PE field, I was really doing that shit. I was really on that shit, playing receiver, running back, all that shit, nigga. Everybody used to pick me on the football field. Real talk. I was fast as fuck. I don't know what my speed went at. I don't know where the shit went at, but I was fast as fuck as a kid. I just ain't had the discipline. I used to always get mad at little shit. That's why I looking back at it now, I could have been decent at sports. Probably could have been good. But if I just had the mindset, Cause I watch football a lot. I watch basketball a lot. I watch all that shit a lot. It just, bro, I was always in and over my head, overthinking shit, man. And I'm not afraid to admit that. I just wish I had somebody that was in my corner, like how my uncles was in my sister corner and shit when it came to basketball. I just ain't had that shit. And my sister was fortunate and lucky enough to being born ahead of me and being around my uncles when they was living in Thibodeau, living around my uncles and cousins and shit. They helping them out throughout with basketball. You know, everything that I learned about sports, I learned this shit on my own, bro. Just watching the games with my daddy. When my mom was working at the library, man, I used to have a limited time on the fucking computer. So man, I used to be on the computer from sun up to sundown. Well, not sun up to sundown, but like whenever I got out to school, because I used to have to go to my mom's because my daddy was away from home working, doing grown man shit, you know, working and shit, bro. So like I was always around my mother. So whenever I got off of school, I had to go back to the library. So she used to take her breaks to come get me from school, and I used to have to come finish her shift with her at work. So, bro, bitch, I've been in the 9 to 5 shit my whole life, you know, just being at fucking work all day with my moms, bro. With my moms, you feel me? And I was on the computer all day, bro, just watching Kobe highlights, Adrian Peterson highlights. My favorite one that I used to always go and rewatch every single time on the fucking computer. I mean, I think I had a search tab of that shit up done because that's how many times I watched that video of Adrian Peterson chucking William Gay, because I watched that shit live and with my two own eyes, and that was like the greatest shit I ever seen as a child, bro. It's not the greatest chuck in history, but as a child, that was like the greatest. Adrian Peterson was a superhero to me, bro. Like I said, if y'all know me, Adrian Peterson and Mike Vick is my two superheroes in football, straight up. And following up Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, because I watched Drew Brees growing up a lot, and he was amazing. Even though I ain't like Saints fans, Drew Brees was so fun to watch. So fun to watch. Even when the Saints was going like some seasons 7-9, 6-10 or whatever. Man, Drew Brees and Sean Payton was putting on a show offensively, and that shit was fun to watch, bro. You feel me? But man, like I was watching a lot of film, a lot of football film at my mom's job, bro. And it just, if I could go back, if I could just have a 2-hour time machine, I'll just go back and go relive all of them moments, bro. Just waking up for Sunday football, college football, NBA, you know, because whenever football season here, you know, we get the NBA. So it's like, man, we going back and forth, you know, we got the NBA on throughout the week. And then when the weekend get here, man, shit, we watching. I'm a Ducks fan, so like we watching LSU. I watching the Ducks, you know, watching all that shit, bro. Hell, I remember watching Michael Crabtree going off at Texas Tech, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I witnessed a lot of greatness, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of this shit that a lot of these new age players, these new players is doing right now, it's like they are impressive. I salute all them niggas, bro. I really do. I don't hate what them niggas doing, but like all these spectacular runs and doing all of this spectacular shit, like all these NFL, NBA players, most of the time, to keep it real, even during the 2010s and the 2000s, bro, a lot of niggas ain't had the technology during that time like how they got now. You know, niggas ain't had these special gloves. They ain't had these special trainers. They ain't had no meta. I just found out the other day that these niggas got AI meta fucking helmets now to tell them how to read blitzes and all of this shit. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not going to talk about the dude because he already getting enough scrutiny from the media and fans and fucking Kurt Warner in this podcast. I ain't gonna, if you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. I ain't even gonna throw that man through the dirt. But I'm just saying, it's a lot of shit that's really, they giving these niggas layups now compared to the 2010s, the 2000s, on down. Come on, bro. That's why I be telling people, it's like, man, these dudes good, but they not great, bro. They not that great. Maybe someday they'll be great, but they don't care about the history of the game. They don't care about chasing legacy. They all about the bag. They all about the bag. Like, these niggas is all about, they wanted their money too. Niggas, you want to get paid for what you work because you are putting asses in the seats. You are selling a lot of merchandise for the teams and all of that shit. So these players wanted to get paid. No point about it. They wanted to get paid. But what came first is the game of football. What came first is the game of basketball. They treated it like it's life or death, that they got to feed a family of 30 fucking kids, bro. And that's the difference from today and yesterday, from past generations, bro. That's why I can't get behind it. I can't. I mean, I just seen the other day, Jabari Smith, he, like, these kids are so out of touch. This nigga said that, man, hold up, let me see,
Or
man.
should
Let me see if I
First
can
one here
find it,
on
bro.
the scene.
I don't even care.
Gets me here a little bit. Warden's right here. The ref is in between, so I know they can't beat me up.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I
swing
ain't even
on
gonna
Warden,
play the
bust him
video,
right there,
but
right there in front of the
this
ref.
dude said,
like I did.
I'ma just quote him. He was like,
boom,
man,
right
like,
there.
oh shit, I didn't mean to play that video. That shit might get copyright. He was like, I never seen anybody play hard in an All-Star game. I mean, have y'all seen it? And then Trey Murphy, shout out Trey Murphy, Pelican, Pelican Bay, you heard me? And my boy just got paid, but you better bring it this season. I better see some more improvements. But yeah, he was like, he just looked at him. He was like, man, this nigga can't be serious. I just read his face. Like, even Trey Murphy know that, nah, bro, niggas play hard back then. He had to tell him, like, nah, bro, like, nah, they play hard back then. Like, nah, you tripping. Like, they play hard back then. He was like, really? I ain't even know that they, yes, bro, because they love the game of basketball. Y'all don't love the game of basketball like that, bro. Y'all really don't. And that shit is scary. How the fuck is you playing in the league and don't care about the history of the game? I don't understand that shit, bro. I know more history than all of these niggas that's playing in the league right now. Real talk. By the time I hit teenage years and when I got my own TV, my own my own TV and shit, bro, I was on the NBA channel watching the NBA channel and the NFL channel watching the top 100 histories, the top 100 best players in NFL history, whether it's running backs, quarterbacks, NFL need to bring that back, bro. Educate these niggas, bro. Why y'all stop doing the top 100 players of all time? Hell, they even did the top 100 most overrated players of all time. Let you know who was overrated. And they had Brett Favre on the list. I remember that shit, bro. I was like, damn. And my pops was a big Brett Favre fan. He was like, man, that bullshit. He was like, man, stop, man. That bullshit, man. Fuck that list. I was like, yo. Because my daddy was a big Brett Favre fan. Like, I don't know why he like that fucking Mississippi redneck bitch. Fuck Brett Favre. But yeah, man, NFL, man, bring that shit back, bro. Why y'all start doing the top 100s? Same shit with the NBA. The NBA hardwood classics. Having a past NBA legends on TV talking about their greatest moments. Talking about the greatest moments in NBA history. Their greatest finals moments. That's how I learned about the IT, his high ankle sprain, bro. Learning about that shit. I was watching it on the NBA channel, bro. They was going through the Detroit Bad Boys Pistons era. And they talking about IT. IT was talking about his moment that he had a high ankle sprain. Now you know a high ankle sprain in today's league, man, niggas sitting out on that shit. Niggas sitting out for 2 months on a high ankle sprain. This nigga said, fuck that. Take that shit up and put me back out there on the court. And he was wincing. That shit hurt. Trust me, I done had a lower ankle sprain, just a minor ankle sprain, and I damn near wanted to cry. Man, and my nigga Brooke come across this video, he'll remember that one time that we went to the park and that nigga had landed on my foot. I thought my shit snapped. I was like, man, I know this nigga ain't snapped my motherfucking bone, bro. I thought my shit was hanging off the bone. Real talk. Boy, they had to carry me to the car. All three of my partners, they all had to carry me to the car, bro. And this nigga IT played a whole 48 minutes finals, a whole 48 NBA finals game on a high ankle sprain, getting knocked on his ass, getting foul hard, all kinds of shit, bro. That boy still was getting up, still was dropping niggas off. I think he scored like 25 and a quarter, right? I'm trying to remember. It was something crazy like that. 25 and a quarter on a high ankle sprain, bro. And these niggas sitting out with a high ankle sprain for 2 months. You see what I'm getting at? You see why I don't get behind these niggas, bro? That's why, bro. This shit's soft now. Even the NFL players, bro. Yeah, y'all, it's still way more tougher than the NBA. I get that. But y'all saw too. Y'all saw. I mean, y'all rocking Guardian caps out there and all kinds of shit. Y'all saw. Y'all flopping on the field. I mean, we seeing niggas flopping on the field. We seeing the refs they calling a flag if a nigga get. I done seen so many legal hits. It was just a loud popping noise, and the nigga got his shit rocked. They'll call a flag, and the receiver looking at the safety, cornerback, or whoever, the linebacker coming at him, he looking at him in his eye. And they say, oh, flag, defenseless receiver. Or roughing the receiver or some shit like that. I don't know what's it called, but I know they got the defenseless receiver shit, and they call that shit every time, man. Hell, even the NFL players, even the receivers be looking for the rest to bail them out on that shit, bro. That's like, bro, just play the game. I mean, this shit sad, bro. This shit sad. This how you know we in the off season right now. I'm talking about me missing the 2010s and the 2000s NFL, bro. This how I know we in the off season and shit dry. I mean, we got preseason ramping back up, but it just, man, like, the NFL Sundays, bro, it don't have the same hype that it used to have for me as back then. And maybe that just comes with age. Maybe that's just what it is, bro. But I don't know, bro. We don't got AP no more. And I miss Adrian Peterson. I miss Mike Vick. I miss Hines Ward. Great run blocking ass. That nigga used to put niggas in the dirt with his run blocking ability. And him knocking niggas off their ass with man, y'all remember them what you call this shit? Fuck. Man, they done changed the rules so much, bro. I forgot, cause like you can't chop blocking. Yeah, you can't chop block no more. Man, this nigga used to be the GOAT. Man, if y'all know about Hines Ward, that nigga used to be the GOAT of chop blocking, bro. I used to be like, damn, man, why he playing receiver? This nigga need to be on defense. I had some players from him playing defense, cause that bitch hit hard. Like, that's what I'm saying. I miss when wide receivers could have played defense a little bit on the offensive end, blocking for their running back. Like, where we win at, bro? And like I say, man, I want to blame Will Smith for coming out with that movie, but we needed that movie because the NFL, they ain't looking out for the players that got CTE. And when I heard that they was buying their brains and shit to keep the shit under wraps, man, it's like I'm happy that it was, like I say, it's a gift and a curse that concussion came out, but god damn it, bro. It just, I miss Bam Bam Cam. It's like, you don't have Bam Bam Cam no more because of concussion. We just don't, bro. We just don't. And I feel like it had the same effect when it had on baseball with when they was banning everybody for taking steroids. It's like, bro, y'all ain't got no viewership. Y'all sport boring and dry. Let niggas take roids, bro. Just let them take roids. The peak of baseball was from 96 all the way to whatever year it was, bro. 96 all the way when the home run tournament was going on, bro. When Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Canseco, they was all on that home run streak. And they were just going for home run, bro. That was like, because I was reading up on that shit in school, bro. See, that's another thing. I was reading a lot of history books, like basketball history, the World Genesis, World Record book. I even stole that shit in the when we used to have them book fairs. I stole a book because I ain't had no money for a book fair. I was like, man, Denzel, I'm leaving with something. I left with like a pencil, them Bendy pencils. Y'all know if y'all was in that era, y'all know what it is. Yeah, the Bendy pencils. Man, I took a World Genesis book, bro. I was reading that shit in class. Hell yeah, But man, I was reading books like that. I was reading books on Grant Hill and Penny Hardaway life. And reading shit up about like I said, the baseball shit, bro. I read up on a book about that shit when they was all on pace to breaking a home run record. And just when you take out shit like that, man, it has a butterfly effect on the game for years to come, bro. And I just hate it, bro. I really do. I really hate it. You know, I miss what are players I miss from that era, man. I ain't really witnessed somebody. Fuck, Mark Allstott, bro. We ain't got no fullbacks. We ain't got no 6'4" running backs like Brandon Jacobs. I'm trying to think, bro. I'm trying to think who else was crazy, bro. Trying to think who, man. Brandon Jacobs, man, was a freak of nature. I used to pick that man on my franchise on Madden, because that nigga had like a 90 speed, like a 95 trucking, and was like 6'4", big as fuck, bro. And you couldn't really tackle that man on them old Madden. It's like you really couldn't do nothing with that man. And he falling for it every time. Every single time, bro. But man, like the fullback position there, we don't got no Mike All-Stars, bro. Like the fullback position I am utilized like I used to. These niggas used to be goal line demons and 3 yard, 5 yard, 3 yard demons, bro. Like they don't got them no more, son. They don't. What was that fullback that was in San Diego? I know San Diego had a cold ass. Richard Picard. No, who it was? Who it was? I'm trying to remember. Let me see. Let me go on the fullback list. I'm trying to think. Lorenzo Neal. Yup. Lorenzo Neal, bro. Another fullback, man. Make football great again. Make basketball great again. Just make past sports great again. Shit sad, bro. That shit is really sad, man. Sad as fuck. I miss physical receivers like Anquan Boldin. I miss that duo with when Kurt Warner got to the Cardinals. I watched that Super Bowl. That San Antonio Holmes catch was so crazy to watch in person. Especially at that gratitude. I mean, not the gratitude, the magnitude of the game where it was being played at. What a spectacular throw from Ben Roethlisberger to Santonio Holmes. Like, they don't make it no more, bro. And just talking about this shit is really making me sad, because I miss that era so much, man. I miss it so much. And just want to see Patrick Mahomes get his shit knocked loose by Sean Taylor, bro, for him doing all that stupid ass shit outside the pocket. Like, I would love for Patrick Mahomes and all of these 65 ass quarterbacks to go back and go play against Derrick Brooks and